CP3, Anthony Davis, and now Zion Williamson. This organization in New Orleans, of course, has been through a lot of turmoil. Nothing too good has happened, and they have yet to gain a good reputation over the past 19 years of their entire existence. History tends to repeat itself if no changes are made. That's what they say, right? And for the last 2 seasons in New Orleans, changes were made. They made a bunch of good changes, but then also they had a couple bad changes happen over the course of the season and off season too. Changes that lead me and many other NBA fans ready to assume the worst for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the worst case scenario for them in this situation is losing out on another generational talent after failing to be at least a decently ran organization once again, to a more than competent organization that has built themselves up for this moment right here. Specifically in this case, the Atlanta Hawks. Now I bring up the Hawks for a few specific reasons. Reason number 1, bro, don't let this Toronto Raptors hat fool you. I'm a Hawks fan. And this clip that I'm about to show you right now lives in every single Hawks fan's head rent free. Damn, that hurt. A team like the Atlanta Hawks are aligned perfectly to land such a talent like Zion Williamson. Now, why would Zion ever want to leave New Orleans? He must not be in any rush to win anything of significance. Why would he be? His peers like Ja, RJ Barrett, and Cam Reddish, and the names he's often mentioned with, like Luka Doncic and Trae Young, aren't winning anything of significance, right? Well, that's wrong. The NBA is constantly evolving, and traditions are changing. Now, I'm not about to say what I'm about to say to make y'all Pelicans fans hate me, dislike this video, and leave a nasty comment, even though you probably already did all 3 of those. This is just more so a reality check to let y'all know that 2, 3, maybe 4 teams who have all their assets are on 10 right now. When I say 10, I mean they're all on 10 of their toes and they're super alert. They're salivating and are horny over the constant disappointment after disappointment that the New Orleans Pelicans are. They do say history tends to repeat itself, but in such cunning disguise that we never detect the resemblance until the damage is done. Sidney J. Harris. Now, thankfully, the Pelicans and David Griffin, their GM, is a lot more aware of the damage done. They just lost one of the most talented power forwards ever 2 years ago, just to land another one a month later. But this generational talent's career has gone off to a much worse start than AD's. AD only had 2 coaches throughout his entire tenure there, and in his 3rd season he won 45 games and made the playoffs. We had no suspicion, right, or reason to question AD's future at that point in time. But for Zion Williamson's career, just 2 years in, the media and his family is already bringing things into question. Unlike AD, Zion is on his 3rd head coach in his 3rd season in the NBA. That is absolutely asinine and a recipe for disaster. Things like this tends to show competence and consistency in an organization and just how quality an organization is. And so far, they've proved to have none of those things. His peers who have made the playoffs already either have all the same coach they entered the league with, or are only 2 coaches in. His peers' organization has not been slaughtered by any former player, but the Pelicans most definitely have. By JJ Redick specifically. He was promised certain things and the Pelicans did the complete opposite, and as expected, JJ, who has a huge audience and a banger podcast, ripped them completely into shreds. What does it say about their organization? What does it say to the players who toyed with the idea of joining? Bro, they already have hella disadvantage. They got the scariest mascot in the NBA, the most meh jerseys ever, and they also are in a small market in New Orleans. Like, bro, at this point, you just gotta pick a struggle. You can't suck at everything. They could not land even former All-Star Kyle Lowry after telling everyone and their moms that they wanted him. Kyle heard him. We all did, loud and clear, but because of their history and bad reputation, they got ducked and dogged. It's just the truth. Now, the Pelicans had a really compelling offseason. They made great moves in the NBA draft in selecting lengthy forward and TM3, Trae Murphy III. They moved away Steven Adams and Eric Bledsoe, who just did not fit this team, and gained cap space in favor for flexibility and a setter who fits much better next to Zion. Good moves, but you lost one of the better young guards in the NBA, and downgraded to Devontae Graham, and you're now banking on Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Kyra Lewis Jr. to become something. They have had their hits and their misses this offseason. Cap space was gained, but respect and overall likability and appeal was lost. Let me ask you a real question, bro. What is the point of all this cap space if nobody wants to go to you? Now, don't get me wrong, they did what they had to do and it was a great move. But the timing of this move is just really unlucky because the summer of 2022, their free agents specifically, none of them are game changers. The Pelicans have just made too many mistakes and moving parts in my mind to keep Zion, make him happy, and eventually win an NBA championship. It's time Pelicans fans be real and not run away from what could be reality. This is my approach to life, bro, and I'm giving Pelican fans advice. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Zion Williamson's family making the news and expressing their happiness and getting in his ear about it only tells us one thing, that the New Orleans Pelicans are not doing a good enough job and might not have as much time as we all thought they did. Now, Zion does not strike me nor anyone else as a type to leak news. Bro, if he's not on the court, then he's not making any type of news, point blank, period. No cap. The only time I see Zion on social media is if he's getting curved by some random white chicks and they're exposing him for his lack of a mouthpiece, or being insulted on the internet for having absolutely zero drip. So this is really odd to hear. So his family making this news is extremely alarming, and it is time for us fans to do what we do best and instigate things. Instigate these rumors while these Pelicans fans are stubborn as hell. And the best team to do such a thing with is one of the surprise teams in the NBA last postseason, the Atlanta Hawks. You cannot think of a team that is better prepared for bringing in such a talent with their abundance of assets to pair up perfectly with their already superstar level PG and Trae Young. The Hawks, ever since they started their rebuilds, have gathered a plethora of young talent. It all started in the year of 2017, specifically the 2017 NBA draft when John Collins was selected with the 19th overall pick. He's been an essential piece to turning around the history of Atlanta. JC has always been the type of player to have a ceiling and a cap, a limit to his game. But each and every year in his career, he has raised that ceiling. He had no shot in his rookie year. A couple seasons later, boom, out of nowhere, he becomes a 40% three-point shooter and 80% free throw shooter. His energy has gave us an identity, and it also eventually landed him a max contract this offseason. DeAndre Hunter has dramatically improved in just a single offseason and broke barriers every scout has put on him already. Cam Reddish, as we all know, could potentially have a breakout season on the offensive end, but if not, he's proven to be one of the league's most elite defenders. Kevin Huerter is the shot-creating sniper every star player dreamed of playing alongside of. Atlanta has also stolen two players from this year's past NBA draft with star potential in Jalen Johnson and Sharif Cooper. And then, I'm not even finished. We also have the 6th overall pick from last year's draft, who had an elite playoff performance, and the Hawks also have all of their pick. The Hawks are at a certain point to where they have the flexibility to do whatever they want. The assets are there, the fit is there, the talent for Zion to win with is there, and with knowing how cunning former video scout and assistant GM of the Golden State Warriors and current GM of the Atlanta Hawks is, this move is a move I just know that he has up his sleeve once the opportunity presents itself. Why gun for someone like Bradley Beal if he ever becomes available when there is a ceiling on just how good the squad can be? With Zion and Trae wearing the same threads and repping the same city is wreaking havoc in the NBA. A duo of Trae Young and Zion Williamson is what you didn't know you needed. Trae Young's deep range ability and Zion's consistent stability to be a threat anywhere near the hoop is an offense that'll cause brain aneurysms. There is just no stopping those two generational talent. Am I a madman for thinking that this will happen, or am I a genius for foreseeing and calling out the future? Only time can tell. This was the end of the video though, man. I really do appreciate you for coming on my channel and seeing, you know what I'm saying, what I have to talk about today. Once again, if you already know, then you know, I need you to go ahead and spam up the comment section and spam up the likes as well. My friend left this watch here and I'm trying to figure out how to take it off. It's really hard, bro, but it's like 3 a.m. It's Monday night or midnight Monday, something like that, bro. And I'm trying to get this Mojo Monday out for y'all. So go ahead and share, leave a like on this video, do all that great thing, you know what I'm saying? YouTube's trying to put the channel down, put my morale down, but I ain't letting none of that happen. And that's mostly because of you guys and all the support you've been showing me. Like, it's been crazy, bro. I just love every single one of you guys, and I just hope that you guys love the videos that I'm putting out in return. So go ahead, do all those great things, but until then, I hope you, I'm tired, bro. I hope that you make your day great. Until then, I'll get right with you.
No way, no way. Remember back when I couldn't get a play. No home, I ain't have a place to stay. I got to work, made the surf free the way. Told my girl who'd ever thought.